I think that the conditions in which we're living, what we are facing today, probably the single most important thing that we can do is to begin to tell the truth about both the situation that we're in, about what is going on in the world, because if we will actually tell the unvarnished truth as we see it, we may not all agree, but if we at least tell the truth to one another, that will help us to make the proper plans for going forward. You see, I believe that part of our problem has been that so much of the truth has seemed so horrifying. So much of the truth has seemed so unbelievable. So much of the truth today seems like absolutely, like we can't wrap our heads around it, that it either must not be true, or if we actually say it, that other people won't actually take us seriously. But I'm here to tell you, I make this pledge to you, I am going to tell the truth. And I will invite you to do the same during the discussion. Can we get that agreement? Yeah? Good. Good, because I think that's going to help. And in the spirit of that truth-telling, I do actually want to say very clearly my belief that the United States of America is a racist, sexist, class-oppressive society, and the social, political, and economic institutions are destroying the planet. Yeah? Now listen, amen. I got an amen. My grandfather would be proud. I got an amen early in the sermon. And I say that obviously not with happiness. I don't say that with glee, but I say that with a sense of relief. And I say that because I think that we need to be willing to actually tell those kinds of truths to one another because we know it's true. And if we can't tell that truth to each other, then we're not going to actually be able to move forward. And so I believe that's true. And I'll tell you another thing. The United States of America is not now, it has never been, and in fact it wasn't designed to be a functioning democratic republic. You know? And that's, got another amen. That is not actually an easy thing for me to say, and it's certainly not an easy thing for most Americans to come to terms with, but I believe it to be true. And so for the rest of our time this evening, I'm going to actually just tell a story of how it came to be that we, the people, have lost control of the government of the United States of America. Because I don't think that anybody can really argue about the fact that that's not true. And in order to tell that story, I like to begin the formal story by saying, I am a proud, I am a patriotic, and these days I am a pissed off American citizen. Yeah? If people feel that way too, I think you are about to start clapping, go ahead and do it. Right? I mean that seriously. I mean that seriously because I think that we as progressives are making a mistake if we allow the Tea Party to claim some sort of monopoly on righteous political anger. That is a mistake. Because if you actually sit down and talk to a Tea Party adherent or a Tea Party supporter and you get down to actual substantive issues and ask, well, what makes you so angry? At least in my experience, when I do that, do you know what what I usually hear? I'm mad about the fact that the banksters and Wall Street and these big corporations destroyed the economy of the United States, and then that the federal government rewarded them with $1 trillion of our tax dollars. Well, you know what? I happen to be angry about that too. And I don't think that the Tea Party should be the only voice of that anger. And I'll tell you something else I'm angry about is I remember what it was like whenever I could just say that I was a proud and patriotic American without any other qualifier. And for me, that's when I was a little boy. When I was taught that I was from the United States of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, and that in the United States of America, we stood for liberty and justice and equality. And not only that, but my country was like some great shining light on the hill, and we would guarantee liberty and justice and equality to the entire world. And I was so proud to be from that country. And of course, when I grew up, I realized I had been lied to.